Hey fellow gardeners, it's Aaron with Garden Seed Life. We're going to replant some peas here in the late summer. Today's August 16th, 2022. And we are going to utilize one of the beds we cleaned out. We just harvested our onions yesterday. Perfect opportunity for us to clean the bed out, amend the soil with some compost, get the dirt nice and worked and loose. And then I laid down some, just a piece of rebar here you see, just to give me a nice straight line to follow for the peas. If you look at the video I posted in the spring, you can find out the method for the distances, the spacing of your peas, 2 inches typically. You'll come through and just poke them down 1 inch into the ground. Cover the hole back up with soil. Water the bed when you're done, and just let it go. These are very resilient, frost hardy. You find yourself getting a second, and if you, depending on how many beds you laid out, you have a third wave of peas. The variety that I'm using for these shelling peas is the Wando. The ones that we planted, I'll post a picture in this video as I'm putting it up on YouTube. They literally were taller than I am. I'm 5'10", and those peas, no kidding, the plants were around 6 foot tall. They were so tall, the typical height, if you look at the variety, you'll see that it's typically going to say that the plant grows to 24 to 30 inches. So I had the little tiny 2-foot wire fencing, which I use every year. This variety really surprised me. I don't know if it's because of the manure that I put in the bed or what, but they grew like gangbusters. We had so many peas. I actually had a second wave of peas in the bed here behind us, which we've since harvested several weeks ago. I'm probably going to put some garlic in there for the fall here. But definitely don't allow your beds to sit idle. Once you harvest your plants, use the opportunity to get the bed cleaned out. If you don't have any immediate needs for it, put something down to keep those nasty weeds at bay. I've got some cardboard pieces I got from the grocery store locally here. You can put down a couple inches of mulch. You can rake it back out of the way if you need to. There's lots of other options you can do. Lay some straw down. But you definitely don't want to leave your beds. I've been battling weeds trying to creep into the garden here. Fortunately, most of the weeds in most of the beds this year are under control. It's a battle if you don't take some preventative maintenance there. But just want to encourage you to utilize those beds. Look at the days to maturity. The variety that I've got is 68 days. So today being August 16th, that puts me out into late October. And in Northeast Ohio, Zone 6A, we are going to be fine. Since these are a frost hardy variety, our first frost date of the impending winter, late fall, coincides with getting some really delicious peas out of the garden this second time of the year. So I encourage each one of you to look at, also consider you're gonna be planting, if you have the opportunity to plant some garlic, you have a bed you can put together. The garlic is going to go in sometime October, November for our season. Don't get too late into the season there. You'll miss the opportunity, but you'll harvest that late spring. Either way, wish you the best. I will upload some photos in the video of the harvest that we had of the peas. You can see how tall those plants were. And happy gardening, everybody. Don't forget to like us.